Team Ben.
Welcome back already to Starladder TV Europe Day 8. I'm Gods, joining me is Merlini, and we've got another big match. We just had Na'Vi versus Alliance. We're going to hop ourselves into Empire versus Cloud9 now. What are your thoughts?
Empire has been red hot.
They have.
Cloud9, they performed fairly well at Monster Invitational, almost taking home the
That was with the stand-in
place.
too. Like,
Yes.
Obviously, Bone 7, one of their kind of big influential players. I think Demon was a good stand-in to have. Who kind of fits a similar playstyle, but I don't know. Cloud9 is a team who I always think of as like really up there with the best of them. So it should be a close game.
They're more inconsistent than Empire, though.
Yeah, absolutely. Empire are like huge favorites on Dota 2 Lounge. I was just checking. I was saying like 67%, even like almost up to 70% favorites, which
that's fairly reasonable.
Yeah. Okay.
I think in a best of 3, it might be. Yeah, I don't know. In a best of 1, I think it should be a little bit closer.
Okay.
I think Cloud9 may be able to take this. I think they have better than a 1 in 3 shot. But again, Empire, they looked in pretty strong form versus Na'Vi, and we just saw Na'Vi pretty much dismantle Alliance.
Yeah.
So Empire has just been ridiculously good this patch, and what else can I say about them?
This is Cloud9's first match. Empire have played a couple. They actually beat Na'Vi the other day in Starladder. So Empire are 3-0. They're behind Na'Vi on points, but that's because they played fewer games. So Cloud9, this is their opening match, and Cloud9 have not been in, well, even Speed Gaming have not been in Starladder in past seasons. Like, this is their first time actually playing in Starladder Star Series as well. So excited to see them competing here, and we'll see what comes down. We've got plenty of matches today for you guys just tuning in. We've had Korea, China. Well, actually, no, we didn't have Korea today. We had China as well earlier today with LD and Wintercasting. We've got 4 European games left with Fnatic versus Roxkiss, Cleve versus The Retry, and Cloud9 versus Sigma today. And then we get into America. So Starladder America as well is going to be having some action later today.
Starladder around the clock.
Yeah, 24/7 Starladder. I don't know. I don't know how we're going to survive the next week or two, but hey, we'll find a way. But we'll get ourselves into this match here, guys. The draft is underway. It is going to be Cloud9 versus Team Empire, and we're looking at, well, some picks that both these two teams like so far.
Yep, Batrider, no surprise there, and Visage actually not banned out versus Cloud9. They opted to ban out Ember Spirit and Ancient Apparition. The thing is, it's really hard to ban against Aoi, because he has a really good Chen, a really good Visage, and a really good Ancient Apparition. And every time I see him play Visage, he has like Scepter, Medallion at like 15 minutes.
AUI is, well, Cloud9 is 7-0 with Visage this patch, and I'm guessing all 7 games was AUI on Visage, so that's
no surprise. I mean, Visage is still exceptionally strong, even post-nerf. I still think he needs a tad bit of a nerf, but once he gets Scepter, he just does more physical damage than like carries at that stage in the game, and that's just a little bit absurd.
As for Cloud9, they banned out the Dazzle, which Empire have been running Dazzle non-stop. They're 14-1 with Dazzle. I mean, it's no surprise they have these insane records with heroes because they're just winning all the time, but playing him 15 times this patch, 14-1 record is pretty damn impressive, and goes to show just how strong this hero actually is in this current patch.
Yeah, Mag's Batrider really impressed me the other day, too.
Okay.
Against,
I
forget who they were playing. I don't think it was versus Na'Vi, but it was their prior game.
Okay. Well, Empire are also going to go for an early Lycan pick. This is a hero we've seen crop up quite a lot in the Chinese games, but we've seen it here and there with the European teams, normally not in the first 2 picks.
It's been banned out in the second phase versus the Empire, and it looks like they won't allow it to get to the second phase. I'm surprised they haven't picked up any supports, because a lot of the good supports have been banned out. Ancient Apparition has been banned out, Dazzle's been banned out, Nyx has been banned out, Disruptor's been banned out, and Visage has been taken. So the
Empire in the past have run like really unconventional supports. Like they're the ones who started the support silent. So I think they're just kind of like, we'll just pick whatever for supports. They run junglers every now and then, not frequently, but
10 seconds remaining.
I think there's definitely a lot of viable support still in the pool, and something where if you really want that Batrider Lycan, you almost, like we say, teams have been banning out Lycan against Empire in the second stage.
Yeah. Well, and Cloud9 will take up Mirana. No surprise there. They love running Mirana all the time.
Yeah, that's... We'll have to see how they look to lane things here. As Singh generally on the Mirana, if he's going to be in the mid lane, or if they try and switch things up a bit with their lane. Cloud9 are very flexible with their lanes. At the Monster Invitational, they're doing all these Wisp dual lanes in the off lane, like doing Wisp plus Luna or Wisp plus Gyrocopter, and Wisp is still in the pool if they want to go for something along
I'm
those
actually surprised
lines.
Invoker wasn't taken first in the first phase by
Yeah.
Empire. They could have definitely used it. Resolution.
Yep.
Probably he was like probably the pioneer of 6.80 Invoker.
The Quaswex version.
Either or just popularizing the
Yeah,
hero in
make-
general.
So Cloud9 do get the Wisp. So a Pylai Wisp will be coming out, and we've seen this guy play Wisp against Batrider, cancelling the flaming lassos. Yeah.
And Drow Ranger has been banned out too.
Yeah, it's like
Eternal Envy loves that hero.
Cloud9 be playing a lot
he
of
just really likes
Yeah.
Drow Ranger.
Yeah.
He really likes Morphling too. So
I think we look towards either a Luna or Morphling here. I think maybe even more towards the Luna,
Radiant
but
team pick.
they really like this Wisp Luna for... Not, what do I say? I don't want to say for some reason. It is very strong, but...
it's all right. It's Wisp. I don't really think you can throw a Wisp with like anybody. He really works well with strength heroes that really need attack speed, like
Yeah.
Tiny and Sven. But he's just like mediocre with the other ones. With the ranged agi heroes like
seconds
Gyrocopter and
remaining.
Luna, it's not the greatest. I think you can go with better supports
5
if you want to
seconds
augment his
remaining.
damage or protect him.
Let's see what Cloud9 want to get here. Bone 7's Clockwork's been
Reserve
banned out,
time.
so... Haven't got a true offlaner just yet, unless they want to go for like something like a Moran in the offlane, which isn't too strong, or one of those offensive dual or tri-lanes. And with the Visage, like, offensive tri-lanes are pretty scary. But
Yeah, they have an EO though. EO you can generally win a tri-lane
Yeah.
against.
Storm Spirit.
They're going with the all blue.
Dire team
So,
pick.
does this put Sing onto the Storm and Bone 7 onto the Marana, do you think? Or
I think it's probably going to be a safe lane storm.
like an MV safe lane Storm?
Yeah, I think that's more likely.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he does need levels. So if Team Empire wants to aggressive tri-lane Cloud9, I think they can really capitalize on that. Because if they shut down, if they force the supports to go into lane with a Storm Spirit, then that means Wisp is going to be under leveled as well as Storm
10
Spirit.
seconds,
So,
seconds
I don't know if
remaining.
Team Empire can actually do that though. Lycan's
5
pretty difficult to
seconds
tri-lane with,
remaining.
and if they put him in the solo safe lane mid, Rubik's
Reserve
slightly
time.
weak, I guess, compared to Visage too.
Alrighty, well, we'll see what Empire want to pick up here. They've yet to get their mid, really. Maybe they want to go into something like a Puck here. Having the Waning Rift against Storm, Wisp, and a lot of these heroes, I think is probably a pretty powerful tool to have.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what other mids you
there's
kinda
nothing
look
wrong
at.
with a puck pick here.
Yeah. And like you say, the Invoker would have been good, but that actually got banned out here, so...
They could run with a Lion, I think, as a support. Lion's really good versus Storm, really good versus EO2.
Okay.
Decent versus Marana, and it would give them even more disables to
10
handle it. And we
seconds
saw Navi
remaining.
pick a Lion versus a Wisp. It tends to work really well.
What do you think of
5
the Shadow Shaman?
seconds
Chinese teams are like
remaining.
first picking Shadow Shaman. As for the Western teams, they ignore this hero every
Radiant
game.
I don't like Shadow Shaman because he has almost no aggressive tri-lane potential. If you do safe lane tri versus the aggro tri, he just gets crushed. That means
Yeah.
he's either solo mid, which is not bad. I think he's decent in a solo mid. He's not amazing, but he's just decent, and he's really good at pushing down towers. So if you have a push threat and you want to
remaining.
run in a solo mid, you can pick him. But I don't think you need to pick him first. You can
5
just always pick him
seconds
fourth or fifth.
remaining.
Well, Cloud9, they're feeling a bit down after the Monster Invitational Grand Final loss. They've gone for an all-blue
Reserve
strategy.
time.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, I don't know, man. This...
Shaping up to be a fairly standard draft. I think the only thing
Yeah.
that's unusual is the Lycan earlier, but Team Empire does pick
Dire
Lycan. It's not
team
like Lycan's an unusual pick for them. And EO without the traditional combo. We might even see something like Lifestealer. Could be very simple for them to run. Visage, EO, Lifestealer, Marana off, as you said, and Storm Spirit mid. That's pretty safe and
10
standard. Although
seconds
Lifestealer doesn't actually
remaining.
fare the best against Team Empire's lineup. A very good lasso target.
5
Lycan is
seconds
one of the few
remaining.
heroes that can just straight man up through Lifestealer's Rage, and Puck is
Reserve
ever so
time.
elusive to kill. Looks like Cloud9 will ban out the support Silencer. Silencer would be decent against
Radiant team pick.
Cloud9.
Empire forgot to ban!
Yeah.
Well, they ran out of time. They didn't ban anything.
It could be worse.
Yeah, it could be worse. They could have ran them to hero, but... I was watching the time tick down, like, to zero. I'm like, are Empire going to ban anything?
Yeah.
Like, they're stuck. They don't know what to
If
ban.
I were them, I would have banned Lifestealer. That's my...
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah,
that's the hero I would suggest.
They just... Yeah, that was a panic moment if I've ever
Maybe
seen
it's
one.
trying to fake them out. Lulled
10
Cloud9 into a
seconds
false sense of
remaining.
security. We're so good, we don't even need to use our bans.
5 seconds remaining.
Apparently... Oh, okay, I was looking at the chat here for a second. Apparently Bone 7 DC'd earlier, and he's the drafter, but he reconnected.
Reserve
Yeah.
time.
All good. But yeah, we'll see what Cloud9 want to get. They're probably a bit confused by the no ban, but they've got plenty of time to think things through. Empire will have to have their last pick decided pretty fast because they've got no bonus time left.
Yeah, Morphling's not bad here either, but he just requires a lot of farm. He would work into the all blue strat though.
Ooh, what other blue heroes have we got?
That are carries.
Darkseer. No, not a carry. Sven?
Sven? Sven's kind of blue. He's blue enough.
15
Not if you have one of the ridiculous sets on him.
seconds left.
I mean, there's a Tiny's alright here too.
Yeah.
He's okay versus Lycan. He has some counter initiate versus the Batrider and the Puck, and he is relatively tanky in case he does get initiated upon.
Mag? So
whoa, the Mag. So it's what, Safe Lane Storm?
Yeah, I think you were right. Like when you said earlier, Safe Lane Storm, quite likely, and then you put the Mirana Mag into the mid/off lane, however you want to do it. Mag's pretty blue. He's got the blue background at least.
Mm-hmm. He's like,
he's an icy
he's icy. He's supposed to be like a Tundra Mammoth.
Yeah. He's got some, he's very skin, under that brown skin of his, he's a blue hero. Or brown fur, I should say. Okay.
Mag's very unusual though. Firstly, they don't have any strength heroes to dump the Empower on. Or melee heroes to dump the Empower on. Secondly, like they don't even have like huge wombo combo potential during the RP. Like what are you gonna do? Drop a couple remnants, drop one remnant, maybe a Visage Bird stun, maybe a Starstorm, maybe Wisp double tether balls, but all those are mediocre at best. And he's not gonna have an easy lane. He is nice to like counter initiate, but at the same time, Empire just have so many things. They have Lycan can just run in on a target, Puck can blink coil, Waning Rift, Orb. Rubik can just telekinesis, Batrider can lasso, and Ventral can swap. There's a lot of things going against Cloud9's lineup. I must say I'm a favorite Empire's draft a lot more than C9's.
Alright, well, we'll get ourselves in the draft, see who is actually going to be playing what, and how things are going to be panning out for the two teams. This is Starladder Europe. Cloud9, obviously one of those mixed European-American teams, but they're playing in the European one, as opposed to, well, Team Dog, who are their kind of counterparts who are a mixed team playing in America, but we'll see Cloud9. It is going to be an Eternal Envy Storm Spirit. He played this a bit even back in 6.79. I remember with the old Tranquil Boots, he used to go like a Soul Ring Tranquil Boots build.
It's okay.
It was okay, but...
It's okay. It's nothing game-changing.
Yeah, he spent a lot of time practicing and trying to improve his Storm Spirit play. Oh, Boots first Storm. Okay.
Prepare for
yeah, Storm Spirit's alright, but I just don't think he's that successful in Tri-Lane. He will start off with the boots first.
They love these. They did this the entire Monster Invitational. They did Wisp +1 offlane.
I mean, it's nice to get the Obs ward out. It's nice to get the wards out fast.
Well,
but
he's not the one with the wards. That's Piledai.
I mean, Piledai can catch up to him though.
Yeah,
like if he gets further ahead, he just tethers ahead. So
yeah, they're gonna block this. But anyways, we'll introduce our two teams here in our third European style match.
He's gonna get scouted out though.
Oh,
I think they know that they have a sentry ward or that they have a ward
that
there. But if it's just a safe lane Lycan, you don't really need to block the spawn anyways.
No. Well, we'll see. On the Radiant side, it's going to be Cloud9, Piledai playing the Io, the Wisp. We've got Eternal Envy playing the Storm Spirit. We've got Bone 7 on the Magnus. He's going to be solo mid, it looks like. We're going to see AUI 2007 playing the Visage, and then we're going to see Sing Sing playing the Mirana in the safe lane farming role. So, yeah, this is where AUI often gets a lot of farm, because he's, like, getting experience, like, only sharing it with one hero. He's in the safe lane. He's always doing lots of pulls. And this just seems to be a recipe that Cloud9 want to stick with. AUI +1 in the safe lane, Envy plus the Wisp in the off lane. At least they seem to be doing it quite a bit.
And on Empire, we have Mag on the off-lane Batrider, Vanscore on the Rubik, always one off fly. On the support Vengeful Spirit, supporting Silent on the Lycanthrope, and on the mid-roll, solo Puck Resolution.
Okay, so Puck will be up against the Mag mid. Fairly standard mid lane, for the most part. And well, I'm most curious about this off lane. This Boots first Stormsbury. He just got pulled 2 Tangos. They came from Piledai though, so they were already kind of up in this lane. But
it's going to be difficult to kill.
He got Illusion Rune. That's
Storm.
That's one of the better runes to get at level 1.
Yeah, I mean, if they go on him, he's going to have, what, maybe like 400 move speed, and then if Lycan keeps chasing him, he can just drop a lot of remnants. He's already playing very aggressively on Silent. And Silent doesn't have a Stout Shield. He actually opted for a Quelling Blade instead, so he's going to be taking a lot of damage. And Storm, yeah, he's a little bit lacking in the stat area, but he has tons of regen to back him up.
Yep. We're going to see AUI just throw out a bit of harass on Mag, who's got some boots of his own here. But yeah, interesting lanes for sure. Empire can't even really go for these kills right off the bat and always want to fly. Going to miss the D ward. Oh, this is an interesting ward. Did they mean to block the pull, do you think? Or
I
did
think
they
he
just want the
he meant to
vision?
block the pool.
Okay.
There's no reason you would place it that close because there's just a very common wards D-ward
Yeah.
spot here, and it would see it. So I think they meant to de-ward it. It just didn't happen.
But at the same time, you put the ward up here, and then the pool's not blocked. They think, oh, there's no ward there. Which
yeah,
is where you're going to miss the D ward if you don't block it.
this is true.
So
but
it's
at the
kind
same
of
time,
like
what does it actually do? You see
mind
the
games going
supports,
on.
but
Yeah.
like it'd be much better to have a ward over here to see the
Yeah.
supports.
And they'll get the double pull off. So Empire, well executed pull going on there. Pilot are going to come in and try and harass him. It actually draws one off, but they're getting denied a bit of experience. And this is a lane that's going to be a bit tricky for them, I feel, here up top.
For C9,
Yeah.
yes,
I-
Envy's not going to get that much farm. He's 7-2 actually, so he's doing much better than the lycanthrope. But I think as time progresses, it'll be a little bit worse, just because.
That was like the illusion rune kicking in.
Yes, and the levels are they're gonna suffer a lot in terms of levels.
Once your Rubik Venge hits level 2, level 3, they can do a lot more here. We see Resolution taking a lot of harass at mid lane. He's got his bottle on the way, I imagine. Yeah, bottle coming out. And Batrider picks up a regen here at bottom. He's at level 3, so he's actually been doing a good job leeching experience. And they can't really zone him out with just the 2 heroes here.
Dire's
not-
top
not easily
tower
at
is
all.
under attack.
And Mag is still searching his way around. AUI actually does a big circle on the minimap saying, hey, look, he's somewhere in there. Just to let Bone 7 know, in case there is any sort of unexpected rotation going towards mid.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to kill a Mag though. He does have level 1 skewer.
Yeah.
Oh, actually now he's level 4, so looks like Mag just doing the opponent's jungle a little bit, cutting down on Owie's farm and working on his bottle, potentially. Maybe Blink Dagger.
Lycan's gone for the early point in Howl, which I really like because it gives
Yes.
bonus damage to all lanes. Helps out the puck a lot in mid lane with his last hitting and denying. Batrider wasn't really last hitting at the time, but it just helps all over the map when you give that bonus damage to your entire
And it
team.
only costs 15 mana. That's
Yeah.
like almost
Spam
nothing.
that. Fear when he was on like one of the older EG rosters used to play safe lane Lycan where he'd go like 2 points early in Howl and just spam it whenever it's up. Help out your mid lane, help out your off lane, help your supports jungle faster.
Mm-hmm.
And if you when you go for a kill, plus 20 damage on all your heroes, it's like Lunar Blessing. It really adds up.
Yes, it does. Ban score getting a little bit of harass coming out from Envy. Envy actually went for a 1-0-2 build, so no points in Vortex, no help to be had in case Pilot Eye is initiated
Yeah.
upon. But
I imagine you'll
pretty
get
low
the
in top lane.
Vortex at 4.
Yeah, it's still an unusual build though. 1-0-3 or 1-0-2.
Yeah. I guess they know there's no way they're going to go for a kill here. Like, there is just... That's not what this lane is built to do. They're going to play passively, try and get the farm up.
I mean, it's good defensively though, too.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's just going to continue to farm a decent amount here. Pilot has got clarities on himself, so he can just heal up Envy and give him that bit of extra mana boost in general. Meanwhile, top lane looks like Bone 7 and Resolution fighting over the rune here, but it's going to spawn bottom, and that's Batrider picking up an illusion. He's actually got his Tranquil Boots already, so that's a decent timing on this, and he can be pretty annoying with those Tranquils up.
In the mid lane, Puck already has 50% more CS than the Magnus, 27-9 on Puck versus 18-0. But Puck's expected to win that matchup.
Yes. I think as far as Bone 7's concerned, this is as well as he was hoping to do in this matchup. Again, especially against someone like Resolution, who's one of those kind of breakout star mid players.
I think Mag's doing pretty well in the off lane though, level 4 on his own.
Yeah, he's getting a lot out of this. He's leeching experience from the pulls, he's leeching experience from the lane. And Sing Sing just farming away. He's got the 27 CS, actually behind the puck, but he should probably look... I imagine he'll get something like a phase boots, then pick up a TP scroll and look to make sure he can help out top lane if he's needed, because he's going to have a pretty fast level 6 as well, and that's where we look at that Moonlight Shadow maybe even being used to engage somewhere. Paladin's just ditched Envy top 2 now. Offlane Storm Spirit.
Solo.
He's got 1200 gold. Like, Storm is actually... That's okay enough farm.
Yeah, it's okay when you don't have a damage dealer. Like, if it was Venge plus Visage, I think it'd be a little bit different. But Rubik, he can't actually provide that much damage. Nothing like Soul Assumption.
Let's see what Pilot Eye looks to do. I think he's going to start jungling... No, he can't actually. There's no camp seat to jungle. He's popped out some wisps here. Some spirits, I should say. And just going to join up with AUI here. And there's a TP back bottom from the Batrider, so he's just looking to get back to his lane. And oh, Envy. Careful, could be a lift here. There's going to be a Alpha Vision here. The lift is going to come... Ooh.
No boots on Rubik.
The boots on Envy saving his life.
Yeah, I mean, Vanscore had money for boots. He just didn't buy them. Now he has it. I think that would have been a kill.
Yes, I agree. I think with the stun plus the bonus, all the bonus damage the Vengeful Spirit gives with
And
the minus armor and the aura.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Resolution 6 here. I think he's going to find AUI. AUI is so screwed. This is not where you want to be caught out. Puck as well as Mag going to find him here. He's going to be an invis to try and save his life here. AUI. Oh, okay, he's not dead. Moonlight Shadow used to keep him alive a bit longer. He may still go down once the Moonlight Shadow wears off, but Puck and Bat don't really know where he's going in. Well, I guess a Moonlight Shadow being used to save a life when it's first blood, probably well worth it.
That's weird. I don't know why the silence doesn't make him reveal. It does in Dota 1, I'm pretty sure. Okay. If he's invis with Moonlight Shadow and you silence him, it'll take off the invis. But I don't know if they'll actually fade with the silence on in Dota 2. I should probably know this, but it's different from Dota 1.
It's like a buff almost with the a buff that gets
Highlight gets stunned out. He is in no man's land. He does have someone to tether to.
Yep. Get him a bit further out of there. Batrider still wants to chase him, but he's got no flame break. The 203 build. Not that I don't think even with a flame break that would have been a tricky kill to get.
And Eternal Envy gets to steal the Centaur camp too, so he is.
What's he bought? Treads 1? Okay.
Yeah, he's pretty rich. 25 CS for a solo offlane Storm Spirit. He's almost level 6 too, so once he gets level 6, I think it's going to be insanely difficult to kill him.
Envy's just turned himself from carry to offlane. Well, he's just going to play carry in the offlane from now on, it seems.
It's nice that they're showing versatility though. I mean, not that they haven't done this before, but even switching around the roles a little bit is always nice.
Yeah, they've kind of trying to master this kind of way of playing, but then they always have the option to go back to that kind of.
They need an obs ward in this lane. He doesn't actually know where Storm Spirit is all the time, and by the time they find a good engage, he's going to be level 6.
Yep, he's going to hit it after like 1 or 2 more creep experience. He needs to just play safe for now. He's 1 creep away. Is he going to get it there? No, not yet. There we go. He's level 6 now. He's got enough mana that he's fine, and
he might actually be able to get a kill. Actually, with only 1 vortex, it's going to be.
Well, you get all the overload damage if you make sure you hit both your overload hits with the Remnant as well as the pull. I think you probably can kill either Rubik or Venge, but you may trade like 1 for 1 as the problem.
Yeah, if Lycan 6, I think he'll get a return kill.
Yeah,
but he's not. They have a small window to do so. But otherwise, just a very farmy game. No one's really moved that much except for Mag and Pielight.
What's a Yuku Tsukimori? What do you think, Ben?
Some anime stuff that Envy's really into. I think it's any question with Envy is anime related, even if it's not an anime question.
Shots fired from Resolution. Calling out the traditional solo mid player of Cloud9. Oh. And Bone 7, exactly. Bone 7's done well mid, and that's against Howl damage. Like, you get 46. Well, I mean, it's 46 CS to 40 on Mag. Mag's doing great mid against Howl. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's really good.
Oh man.
Yeah, but once Magnus gets level 70, I mean, he shockwaves every wave, so it's. I'm surprised we haven't seen a kill yet on the map. Looks like
Puck used 1 Dream Call already, didn't find anything. We have to see who's a lot of heroes with TP scrolls, so any aggression will be met with counter ganks, and that's where Puck will TP in with a Dream Coil and a lot of damage output.
But I think Empire could have ganked.
Yeah, I think Empire can. Like, your Magnus doesn't even have his Arcane Boot, so he TPs in, he's got no mana. I'm surprised he hasn't actually picked those up yet. I guess the Courier's been in use.
I'm surprised they still have no reveal. They missed the first blood because of no reveal, and they still haven't picked it up, and Moonlight Shadow is almost cooled down.
Maybe it's almost should be the Puck picking it up, because he's the one who's going to go ganking at this point in the game. The support probably just going to stick top. I don't know. This is a weird early game. Like the lanes, the lack of kills in a sense, and just
the picks even.
Yeah. What do you make of it? Like who do you feel is kind
of
getting the better?
Empire's getting the better end of it, just because Batrider's pretty close to Blink, and Wisp is really underleveled. I think that's a big story for this early game. Pielight is only sitting at level 3.5, no boots on him yet. So yeah, Envy's doing well, but if Wisp isn't level 6, he's not really that useful.
Yeah. And that's also Mag takes a lot longer to come online because he needs Arcane Boots and Blink. You can't really rush Blink without Arcanes. You just don't have the mana pool for it, and that's where Puck will have Blink Dagger before Bone 7 does, unless he does go for that no mana boots Blink Rush. So I think we can look towards Empire at least having a 5-minute window where they'll have Batrider Blink, they'll have Puck Blink maybe, and Magnus, well, he can TP in and skewer RP, but he won't have his Blink up maybe.
Yeah, and if C9 loses a fight, Empire can easily take a tower or Roshan with a Lycanthrope in their lineup. So I think Empire just has a lot more going for them in the 10 to 15 minute phase of the game, which is likely when things are gonna spice up.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Batrider just trying to get the creeps off this top tower. He even pops the Firefly for this, so just trying to stall the damage on this tower as much as possible. This T1 tower hasn't gotten down to about half HP. Puck's going to bottle the illusion rune at top, make his way back mid, and well, Mag, I mean, 1500 gold. He's still shockwaving, but doesn't have much mana to sustain this.
Yeah, I guess he's just going for a straight blink though. It's potentially gonna be somewhat useful, but it's just much safer to go for arcane because you have so much damage with just spamming out shockwaves constantly. If you can just use RP skewer shockwave, it's not that much damage unless you hit a huge RP.
The blink rush is more viable now that blink doesn't cost mana. Like in the past, it was
smoke gank from Rubik and Venge. We may see first blood coming up here. I'm not sure if they see Bone 7 with this ward. It sees like into this range.
They could even almost snipe the career if they realize, hey, he's bottle crowing. He doesn't have his bottle on him. So
okay, Vanscore's heading up.
They need Puck to get a waning. Oh, he's got no
He's
mana.
out of mana. This is the time to go. I think
the bottle's there very soon though.
If he just coils him right now, I think he's dead. But at the same time, they could have TP response.
Immediately bottles, has the mana for the skewer now, and it looks like the supports have given up. They've been pinged out. They've been spotted by this observer ward. So Smoke Gang failed. Cloud9. He's positioning him patient enough. Sing Sing's gone top though. This is with a Wisp tether. Is he going to find an arrow here to go? It's just going to be a leap starfall. There's not enough damage though. Looks like Silent just pops an ulti and gets the hell out of there. There was I think he attempted to get a vortex into an arrow, but there was just no line for the arrow as it gets thrown out. Doesn't land in. Still killless. 9.5 minutes into the game. That's with a lot of rotations. Like we saw Puck go try kill Visage at the Ancients. We saw attempted kills on Mag there, and now we saw even Sing Sing come in. Arrow gonna go flying. It will hit. Always want to fly. Can they follow this one up? Envy's low in mana though, and I don't think he wants to go in. Lift onto Envy. There's a Howl as well. But Lycan without ulti can't really fight this, but the Puck's found a kill. That's somewhere else on the map. Meanwhile, Storm will zip in. He's found the mana he needs. Catches that one. They lose 2 Empire at the top lane. What happened to Visage? It was a Puck rotation bottom with the Mag.
It's gonna die too.
He's got no ulti. He's used it already. Envy's he's just being healed up. Constant mana coming his way thanks to the tether and Pilot Eye's magic stick, and pop the Moonlight Shadow. They'll get out of here with a 3-for-0 trade at top lane.
It's like a new school kind of coddle Storm.
Yeah. I really like the Soul Ring on the Wisp with a hero like Storm because you can just give him so much instant mana. But
yeah, he's doing a lot of damage. He's just in the front line absorbing all the damage and just getting healed up by Wisp, and he probably has like double the mana pool that he does right now just because of the EO heal with Bottle.
That was a bad clash for Empire, but at the same time they got a kill with the Batrider and Puck, and that's both those 2 heroes with Blink now. Puck's got Blink, Batrider has Blink, so even though that was a really bad fight and Stormstreak got a couple kills for his team, I think Empire is still gonna say, hey, look, the game starts now for us. This is where we start moving around the map. This is where we start dishing out a lot of damage. Not to mention Lycan just got his Vlads plus treads as well.
There's a smoke from Pilot Eye and Sing Sing.
Well, Cloud9 want to just keep the aggression up.
Yeah, these 2 supports are caught out of water.
Oh, there's an RP. There's a good skewer back on 2. Great engagement coming from the Magnus. It's the Blink Rush. Didn't worry about the Arcane Boots. I didn't actually see Bone 7 picked up his Blink Dagger, but he had it and he found 2 kills. Just as supports, but at this point in the game, kills translate into towers, and Cloud9 are going to get further and further ahead with that. So really nice pickup. Cloud9 are playing some just clever Dota here. And
yeah, a lot of momentum going their way. Visage is now level 6, almost level 7, and Wisp, after falling behind early game, is almost level 6 too.
And he's got a Midas.
Oh man.
Oh man. He's going the footsteps of Arteezy, or maybe I should say Arteezy's gone in his footsteps, because these 2 just love their Midases. On heroes you don't conventionally go Midas, like your Midas Morphlings, your Midas Storm Spirits. They love this. And it's never like a Midas rush. They always get their basic items they need to help them in the laning stage, and then they get their Midas like 12-15 minutes in the game.
Sing Sing gets caught out.
Blink Lasso. They need the Pucky with the Blink Silence. They'll get it with an Orb as well. Oh, Bone 7 takes an Invis Rune. Have they got detection? Surely by now.
Nope.
Oh.
They should have had it a while ago, and they still don't have it.
Well,
they have a Sentry Ward over here. I don't know. No, they neither of them have it.
It's either Puck or Batrider who needs dust. You can't be relying on your supports to stay alive long enough in a fight. Like Puck or Batrider needs dust.
That's 2 missed kills. The kill score would be even right now had they had dust.
Yep.
1 set of dust.
Oh, AOI is going for a solo kill here and always want to fly. Familiars do a lot of damage, and if you got them in a bit faster, maybe could have got that. Well, we'll push him back to base anyways, and Puck looking over, going to find a Dream Call. Once Pilot die here, who's not level 6 yet, this will be another kill going the way of Empire, so they're just taking whatever they can get. They're happy to blow ultis, even for a support Wisp there, and just take the free kills and get out of there as needed.
Yeah, I think a big important part for Empire. They need to kill Envy. Envy, he's getting away with this super greedy build in the off lane, and he's just farming pretty far past the river just by himself. No one to back him up right there. No Wisp with relocated up. No Mag sitting behind him with a Blink Dagger. And he's just farming so much. And he's going to have a pretty fast Orchid, which is going to be really bad news for Resolution and the rest of Empire.
Oh, yeah. But I think we'll see this Silent Lycan with the Medallion probably look to try and get a Roshan fairly soon. Which will give them some ability to just take 5v5 fights, even just force the issue under towers. For now, Wisp needs this level 6. That's going to be the next big pickup for Cloud9. And then we look towards them using that, as Pilot Eye has done a number of times in the past, cancel the Flaming Lasso on the bat, and use that to escape and elude ganks. But Puck Resolution's going Dagon. It's going to have such a fast Dagon too that I think it's actually well worth it.
Yep, they are smoked up. Batrider and Resolution going for a kill on Eternal Envy, but he is well hidden within the trees. He is right next to his tower, and the rest of C9 is going there. It looks like Bone7 is actually going for a Staff of Wizardry, which is not bad. 4-staff can save someone who gets swapped and stunned.
Oh, Batrider's getting a lot of vision here, but he sees too many heroes. Maybe he's going to find the mag here. There's an Invis being popped. They need detection. Is it here? Can they bring down the mag in time? He's going to skewer out of there. Doesn't get off the RP. Pilot Eye is going to be the second take of fall. They trade for the Batrider here. They want Envy. Uses all his mana to try to zip his way out of there. But Sing Sing is going to be the next one. He gets a kill. Taking a lot of damage. Where's that detection? I don't think they really have it.
They had dust on that.
Okay, well, Sing Sing. He's got no leap. He's going to go for a TP. Always want to fly. Has a swap. Oh, stun instead. That stun only just cancelled the TP. Sing Sing going to go down. Resolution. I think he copped an arrow there, but it was melee range. Didn't actually do too much. 2 for 4. Empire even things up here.
Great initiation by Batrider, finding the mag in that clump of heroes. Lassoing up, making sure he didn't get a good RP off, or any RP off, actually. He could have used it, but it would have only got
relocate back in. Pilot Eye with the Storm Stroke. They always want to fly. It looks like they'll get at least the 1 kill. Can they get 2 here? Visage Familiars are there. The slow coming out from the Overload. Going to be a second kill here. Double kill going the way of Eternal Envy with a double. Or actually, just 1 kill being picked up, but 2 kills for Cloud9. Great relocate there.
Yeah, he got a ton of gold from that. I mean, his Orchid time is just going to be insane. Treads Midas Orchid on an offlane Storm Spirit. And, I mean, the Wisp Storm
His CS isn't even, like, that good.
He's 4-0-2.
Yeah, it's all kills. Kills plus, I guess, the Midas. Well, Midas doesn't really speed up the Orchid when you look at spending 2k gold to get it. Like, he could probably have a faster Orchid, but long term...
I mean, he's level 11, though, which is absolutely absurd, too.
Yeah. Like, looking at the CS strat, he's not even in the top 5, but hey, he's looking like one of the most farmed heroes in the game. He's number 3 on the net worth.
Dagon has been picked up by Resolution, looking to burst people down. They need to kill the Wisp, though. Wisp is just providing so much utility for the Storm. Gives them so much reach with that mana. And there's another smoke coming out from Empire. Mag, Vanscore, and Resolution, the trio to be headed off to do something. Silent, he is not smoked up. He could potentially do Roshan right now, but at the same time, C9 does have wars around there, and if he's not smoked up, they're definitely going to know. But they are. C9 is just huddling around that bottom rune, baiting out.
Gets the vision up, but smoked up, and nothing's going to happen just yet. We've got ourselves a game, Ben. This is what we thought was happening with the Na'Vi Alliance game. It started off good, but then one Roshan fight threw everything around. RP catches out too. It's another devastating Roshan fight. They're gonna... Ooh, actually, Lycan's still alive. There's a lasso onto Envy. Can they bring him down in time? They're gonna do so. Yes, they get the kill on Envy. He goes down. Silent's still alive in ulti form. He just does not want to go back in there, though. And it looks like a buyback from the Storm Spirit. Magnus needs to maybe try and TP out. They get vision of him, though. The Firefly wearing off soon. Another Shockwave coming through. It looks like Puck finished off the Wisp here. That's in the backline to Puck. Can he find a way out of here? He's been pulled in by Envy. He's going to go down to the Storm Spirit.
He or right into them.
Oh, a long zip. And actually, that's the death of Vangscore. No, it's not. He steals the zip. He's going to actually get his way out of there. He's still alive. Not for much longer. One more overload charge. Catches him out. Well, big fight. And it cost Cloud9 a Storm Spirit buyback. Like, it looks like they won that fight convincingly, but...
Really nice RP from Bone7.
Yeah.
And really nice reaction from Resolution there, too. He was able to immediately try and counter. Unfortunately, he didn't do it before one of the supports got blown up. But at the same time, C9 can't really do anything post-buyback.
Do you think C9 really win that fight, or is it because they had to Storm buyback?
About even, I'd say. And they didn't actually end up getting Silent, did they?
Empire just goes straight... No, they didn't get Silent. Empire just goes straight back into the Roshan pit. Because they know there's no mag RP. Without mag RP, taking this fight's a lot trickier. They're going to try probably shoot an arrow and Get some
They have relocate up, but no, without, yeah, as you said,
Familiar
without RP,
slowing
it's
this down a lot.
insanely difficult.
Arrow gonna go flying in, doesn't actually hit anyone though. It's being dodged. Bone 7 goes in with the skewer. The Aegis picked up by the Lycan. On the high ground is Eternal Envy. They found Mag. Mag's still alive though. Great flame break doing a lot of damage here. The Wisp is not gonna be able to save the Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit and Mag both dead. Wisp is next to take a fall. Silent's still alive. He drops down, but he's got the Aegis, and that's 4 dead. Make it 5. Visage goes down as well. Empire fighting around the Roshan pit, and they just knew without Mag RP.
Bad Rider's the king of Roshan. You cannot mess with a Bat Rider at Roshan.
Cloud9 even knew that. Like, Storm zipped up there to try kill him, but they couldn't finish him off.
I think they relocated right here. He flame broke. He
split them up.
Yeah, he split them up, and then he got silenced inside the Roshan pit without a Wisp Tether, and then he just dies. He doesn't have his Orchid, but that was just extremely costly. You can't go in without RP. It's almost as simple as that.
That flame break was probably the deciding factor in that fight.
Yeah.
It was just... he was looking like he was just going to straight up die until that came in, and suddenly it's Empire in complete control, and they did lose the Aegis, but that's doesn't really bother them. They get a convincing team fight. They get the tier 1 mid. They're rotating bottom as well. This tier 1's going to go down regardless whether or not they come in or not. And Resolution, he's going to take the... Yeah, he gets the last hit.
Puck is huge. He almost has Dagon 3 at this point. And he's level 14, so on the back of that, so much experience going for Empire.
Suddenly, Envy's Orchid timing is not that... I mean, it's not bad, but it's no longer near as good. It was looking like it'd have like a 17-minute Orchid.
Right, and compared to what Empire has right now, Necro 2, almost Necro 3 up on Lycan, it's just not going to be enough oomph.
This Puck is massive.
Yes.
Well, he's picked up. He's only gone Dagon 2. He's not going Dagon 3. He's going to go for a Force Staff, it looks. Oh, Yules, I imagine.
I like the way Empire forces fights around Roshan, though, using the Lycan. And it's like, well, if you don't fight us, we're going to take a free Roshan. But if you do fight us, we have our T1 still up, and we're dire, and we have the Roshan advantage, and we're going to press that as much as we can.
And with the Yule Scepter, this Puck can't really be killed by the Orchid Storm. Like, he stopped leveling the Dagon just because he's like, okay, there's almost an Orchid up on this Storm. This Yules is going to help save my life, and maybe teammates as well. Cloud9, they're not done. They want to get aggressive once again. The wraparound gank here, looking for the Lycan. Silent. Oh, there's an RP on him. He doesn't actually have the Aegis. They're going to just blow everything on this one. Starfall, Arrow. It's too late for Mag to come in and try and save him. The Lasso is there, trying to bring down the Mag. Not going to be enough here. Storm Spirit zips in on Mag. Mag taking a lot of damage, but it's the Meg already picked up by the Vengeful Spirit, keeping Mag alive.
He's going to lose
not for
gem.
much longer. Gem on the ground is actually going to be the death of the Storm Spirit. Puck comes in, gets a double kill, make it 3. What an engagement coming out from the Puck. Does he have detection here for... Oh! Starfall, Arrow. He wants to try and make a go on this one. Sinks though in all sorts of trouble. He's going to go down. Puck, he wanted his Ultra kill. He's not going to get it. Where's that gem actually gone?
It has gone in Vanscore's inventory.
Okay.
So Envy got the kill, but... I mean, this Puck, though, is just absolutely massacring them.
He had a double damage ring for the fight. That helped out a lot. And
they have no disables for him.
He's got Yules now. He's
fucking if
rich.
they don't get him an RP, he is just going to mess them up at post-RP. Like, he skewers them back into the team, which just clumps them all up for the Dream Coil, for the Waning Rift. And Resolution, absolute beast. 8-1-8. So, been involved in 16 kills. He has a Dagon, 2... a Yules and a Blink in 21 minutes.
His net worth is just off the chain right now. Like, this is just crazy fun. And I imagine he does start going back to leveling up the Dagon. I don't think they desperately need a Hex, at least not in the near future.
Yeah, he doesn't need to really go that many survivability items after he has the Yules too.
The burst damage against Storm, who's not going to be BKB
or
for a while.
Wisp even. Yeah. I mean, both of them have 900 HP. Like, even without the Dagon, he can probably solo kill them. But with the Dagon, it's easy peasy.
Yeah. And that goes to show that fight. You can burst down the Lycan, but if you throw all those spells, like they use both Miranas, the Arrow plus Starfall, they use the Magnus RP as well, then after that, you can't really fight until you've at least got the Mirana Arrow back up. And
the thing about it is Empire is just so damn fast at reacting post-RP. The first Roshan fight at Resolution there immediately after the RP. That fight, Mag was there to immediately lasso right after Lycanthrope died too. So they're just extremely quick about the reaction. And these aren't like right under the tower too. These are like fairly far away from the fight. So they are just extremely good at anticipating ganks and reacting accordingly.
Well, we'll see. What Cloud9 as far as game plan goes? I mean, do they look to sit back and farm and get their next couple of items? Like
I don't know. I mean, if Storm gets BKB, he can still get lassoed and die, and he can still die with just Lycanthrope focusing him too. So, I mean, what other item would change the game that much? They already have a Mag. They already have the Blink on Mag. Wait, do they have a Mag?
Maybe like a BKB on the Mag, but
yeah,
it's not going to change the game, like you say. There's no there's no one big item they're waiting for. Like Mirana's got your phase drums, your standard like mid-game items up.
They don't actually have a mech.
Either
Neither team has a mech, surprisingly.
There's a mech on Venge.
Oh, there's a
The
mech
mech
on
on Venge, like really early on, actually helped out
How
a
did
lot.
he look at his inventory? He has a
So
bracer and a robe in his stash too.
Drums almost completed. That fight at mid, I think, was almost won by that mech, because that forced Cloud9 to chase that much further to kill Mag,
Right.
and then they dived too hard. They used too. The Storm had to use all his mana to get that kill on Mag, and it was all because of that mech. And it's actually
Cloud9's
made a
falling
big
way
difference.
far behind in gold. Aoi
Yeah.
is not his usual dominant visage. He doesn't have Scepter complete. He's actually number 8 in terms of net worth. Venge is just only 1,000 gold behind the position 1 Mirana.
Oh man.
They've been trying to fight a lot, and they don't have the greatest late game. Nothing that can just tangle with a Lycan.
Looks like Empire want to try and force the issue mid. They've got the Necro book through on silence, so pushing is fairly straightforward for them if they want to. Get the walls up. They're going to save the Necro book maybe for an engagement from Cloud9. Arrow going to go flying, not going to land on him, and now they know it's safe for at least a little bit. Cloud9 are just looking for a trade. They're pressuring the top tier 2 tower. They'll actually get it. It must have been already pretty low hit. Deny coming in. Visage with the familiars gets a tower deny. So that's what Cloud9 needs to do. Just try and stall, go for these kind of split push tower trades, and that works out okay for them.
Indeed it does. Indeed it does. They know those two are up there. I don't know if...
The spirits give it away. Puck just saw the Wisp spirits. He knows they're up there. He may find the Wisp here. What he really wants is resolution, but Storm... Oh, there's a Yules. Did he cancel his TP? There needs to be a relocate. Where is the Wisp relocate? It's not here. Envy's dead.
Yeah, he
goes
canceled a
down.
TP. Very nice catch by
man.
Resolution.
That was huge. I think he was trying to do like the TP while the zip was going on.
Yeah, his TP was over here. I saw the
man.
cast there.
I
He was all
didn't
over
see
here.
the TP animation and resolution. Was it the orb giving vision, or did he just?
He cleared the tree line as he was zipping. But very nice play from Resolution. The haste rune definitely helped out there, but that is huge. They traded T2, so I would say C9 definitely got the better edge of that because they're behind, but giving up a Storm in the process as their most farmed hero, and he's just getting further and further behind. He needs his BKB ASAP, but even with the BKB, it's going to be nice, but it still won't win them the game. They have to have some really good engagements or capitalize on some mistakes from Empire.
Empire just taking control now. They're going to start taking tower after tower. The gold lead is just increasing bit by bit, almost up to 8,000 now. And with the tier 2 tower, will go well over that. So
Empire's teamwork is just really, really impressive, though. The way they help each other out.
Storm bought back. They want to try and
Wow, he bought back? Did he? What?
I don't know.
Dyer's middle tower is under
That's
attack.
just a
Wasn't
huge
he
waste of
wasn't he
gold.
about to respawn?
I think it
It would have been like 15, 20 seconds.
the most reasonable thing I can think of is it was a misclick.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think that was a misclick. That makes 0 sense.
Well, there goes most of their gold. And, I mean, the Midas, it's nice and all, but when you buy back twice and you don't get anything out of either buybacks, the first one was the second Roshan, or second Roshan fight, and where C9 got obliterated, and then this one, they just lost a T2 for nothing, too. So, that's just a really unusual... Yeah, I would have liked to chalk it up to a mistake, a misclick, rather.
Well, AUI does get his Aghanim Scepter up on the Visage, so that gives a decent extra boost to their actual DPS in the fight, as well as just giving that extra lockdown from the stuns as well. So,
But Venge has earned a mech and drums. Like, he is
filthy.
He has 1,400 HP. Like, what in the world?
Hey, AUI's still more farm, man. AUI's like, look, you think you're a farm support, I'll show you a farm support. But that's what AUI is most known for, is being one of the most farmed, highest GPM support.
And still having a lot of game impact.
Yes. Apparently, there's one support player ahead of him on GPM per game, and that's Puppy. Puppy apparently farms even more than AUI. Often probably because he plays those junglers like Enigma and Chen, where he spends a lot of time getting the big items up. So
Puck has actually not upgraded his Dagon, instead opting for Ultimate Orb, a little bit more survivability, most likely into the Sheep. Roshan gonna respawn anytime within the next 2 minutes, thanks Empire. And it looks like it's gonna be like a minute and a half, and Empire can definitely take a fight at Roche. Like, unless there's a huge RP, but even then I think Empire can just power through with buybacks.
Empire, they impress me every time they play. Like, I know they're this damn good, but I still get surprised with just how good.
Here's a smoke. Envy is in no man's land.
He's got a Wisp behind him, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. They're going to actually find Sing instead, and that's an easy pick-off. And now they can look to engage on the top lane. Cloud9 just need to TP out. Let's get out of here. Storm needs to zip TP as soon as possible. He does just that. Yep, he'll get out of there. Vengeful Spirit not in range for a swap or anything. It looks like they all get out just losing Sing there, but it's just kill after kill for Empire. Like they...
Oh, they're going for the bats too. Let's see if they get any.
Yeah, Mag
Visage doesn't actually have his resummons up, so...
Dear. Blink after.
No, he gets...
Full stuff as well.
Maybe. He didn't even get any.
He needed Firefly.
Those things are hard to kill.
Yeah. Oh, constantly scouting
I
roads.
still think that's a pretty good trade for a C9. Although they are delaying the game, but I don't know to what end. They got half the T3 tower damage. I think I think Empire could have just used a glyph. I don't think they're going to need it in the next 5 minutes.
Resolution. Ooh. Could be in a bit of trouble here. There's a sound, so I'm going to use himself. Needs to blink afterward. Cannot. Remnant. That's like the only skill in the game you can't like.
There's a couple. It used to be with Wisp stun tether. You absolutely could not.
Yeah.
But Remnant. There's a couple other ones too.
Good way of dealing with the puck. Can't you rely on that phase shift blink or Yule's blink combo? But Empire are going to get a Roshan in the meantime. That was actually a lot of gold, I imagine. Yeah, Stormstroke got 737 gold from that, ending the mega kill streak. So that's going to get him...
His BKB.
Full BKB?
Yes.
Nice. Okay, so Cloud9 still in this game. It's looking a bit grim for them, but they've kind of flatlined the gold graph here. 7.5k is roughly what we're looking at. And Empire, well, they get an Aegis on their side. They're going to have a Heart of Terrasun on
I don't know how they're going to kill Lycan. I think that's a really big problem for them. He has 18 armor, and they just don't have that much to deal with him. Yes, Storm might have a lot of mana, but how many zips is it going to take to burst through that HP? And
the Heart was kind of a good pickup, just because you're going to get caught in RP. You just want raw HP almost.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Well,
he could get a, like, if he got a hood too, oh my goodness. I guess he needs armor versus Visage too, but I mean, 2800 HP, pre-shapeshift, with an Aegis. He's not even level 16 yet. Yep. He's scary.
Yeah, just about to hit that, and maybe looks like an Assault Crest type item next, but we're going to see Batrider pick up a BKB. He's got the BKB gem going on. And Cloud9 is still just posturing on this top lane. They know they already got this tier 3 down to half HP. If they can just... It's hard for Empire to push any of these lanes because they constantly have to defend up top.
Every time C9 gets something, though, Empire gets something in return.
Yeah, and something bigger in return.
Yeah. Like, they traded T2s, and then they got the kill on Storm. They got the T3 tower damage, but then they traded Sing Sing away. They got Resolution, but then they got the Roshan kills. So if C9 can actually get something without losing something in return, then I think they can slowly pull ahead by small margins. And they didn't need a delay until the Aegis expires, but I do not think that's going to happen. Actually, this T3 is going to be under a pretty heavy siege. It's just not a good idea to fight into the Lycan Aegis, though.
Yeah, and at the same time, Empire don't want to be trading tier 3 towers, really. Like, they don't want to let this top lane go down, and they've got a full HP tier 3 tower waiting for them in mid lane, so they actually have to defend rather than push, which is really annoying them. They want to be just going down mid right now, but unable to do so, as AUI constantly pushing out the lane with the familiars. And you can see they're spending so much time looking for them. Look at Envy, positioned way up here on the high ground. I don't think he goes for this skill. This is a 1600 HP Vengeful Spirit. One
Sing
stun,
Sing
2,
knows
3.
he's there now.
Oh,
they're all hiding in the trees.
He's pinging. This is just typical Cloud9 Dota. The zip, the TP. Envy's gone way out of there.
This is good though. This is what they need to do. They need to avoid fighting.
They're being so annoying and just creating so much time and stalling.
If they had more smokes, they'd be able to pick them off very easily, but they're out of smokes for another 3 minutes time. They need to smoke around the edges here. They could also just like TP in and close on. Yeah, they could get like Batrider TP up here. He just goes this way, and then everyone else just goes through here.
Puck's also good for catching once he has a Hex, though. He hasn't quite got it, because he can Orb to scout and then just blink Hex or whatever he needs to and go for those kills. But we're going to see AUI walk into Silent here, pops a Grave Chill, and, well, he'll do a bit of damage, but Silent's just kind of being tickled here. He's actually going to turn around on these birds. Takes out one, won't get any more than that. Well, maybe when they actually come back up.
They might try and go for him, but even if they get one kill on him, I don't know if they can kill him twice.
Puck's here. Puck may just turn this one around. The Silence on Sing Sing. There's no coil to fall this one. RP is there. There's going to be a relocate. It looks like AUI has managed to turn this one around by baiting himself. Takes up just a like an Aegis, though. An Aegis that was only going to last for another couple of minutes, but it's a win nonetheless.
Yeah, they use RP, though. I think that's a big mistake for them to use RP.
There's a Dream Call. He's going to get pulled in. They're going to lose Puck. Great combination of chain stunning there. They bring down the Puck here. And
he just died in a Vortex.
Vortex, did they... I don't think Arrow was on cooldown even, so... Vortex plus just the right-click damage. The Familiar's helping out as well.
Resolution had the right idea there, going for a kill when they were all running away with that RP, but at the same time, he's not taking enough. And he didn't use Phase Shifter really enough.
Yeah. They need the Necrobooks weren't quite in range, so we didn't quite know where they were in that Moonlight Shadow. And well, Empire back off. They need to be careful. This game's still definitely not in the bag for them. We're looking at Mag getting a refresher orb in the next probably 3 to 5 minutes, and Cloud9 can just turtle up, bunker down.
They're doing a fantastic job of delaying, though. I thought that Empire would be able to force the issue at the T3 with the Aegis. I think they should have maybe just committed to that push, or at least get a BOT on Batrider so you can push out lanes and then TP to rejoin them. But as it's going right now, Empire has lost a lot of momentum. They're not falling behind in terms of gold, but the Refresher Magnus is going to be something else.
That's something to worry about. They've got ways of like protecting people who get caught out in an RP, because he won't be looking for just for the 5-man RPs, and that's where you can use the swap to help save your teammates. And Rubik, he's got to be stealing an RP this game. Like, that to me is going to be a key factor for Empire as this game goes longer. We need to see Rubik get some big steals, and Vengscore, normally one of the bigger playmakers, like his Rubik is up there with the best of them, but we have not seen him do really much at all this game. Like, he's been very quiet.
Mag's also been really quick to just RP skewer, not getting that maximum stun duration in.
Yeah. Oh, Bone 7.
Oh, Bone 7, yeah.
I get Bone 7 and Mag mixed up a little bit too, for whatever reason.
Oh, Bone 7 is on Mag.
Yeah. Well, Mag is on one of Bone 7's like trademark heroes, the Batrider, but we'll see Empire kind of go down the mid lane here. There's the push coming top lane is a bit stalled, but they even look for a pick off here. They need this Puck Hex. That's going to be the big thing here, where they can actually engage on Envy with a Hex, because Puck can't engage with a Silence or a Dream Call. He just BKBs, TPs out if he needs to.
And he's still standing in that really cheeky spot. He hasn't TP'd yet. He's looking for the chicken, maybe?
Yeah. Oh, no, he's not. I was about to say, what else can he do here? Gets a bit of vision.
How long has he been sitting up there all game? And the thing about it is, no one can really solo push out top, unless it's the, I guess, Lycan. But we just saw him get solo kill when he was off alone in the jungle too, so no one's really immune.
Cloud9 often have like 3, 4, 5 heroes up there. Like, it just so happened that just then Envy was alone, but in the past, Cloud9 have committed all 5 of their lineup into this dire jungle and top lane.
Yeah, and as soon as they push out top, Cloud9 all pushes bottom.
You know what they need? There's that that ward that Na'Vi used over on the cliff over here, like on the far left of the map. They need like a ward like that at the top jungle. I don't know if there is a spot like that, but you can put one on the cliff and it gives vision all over the trees. It's kind of like a glitchy ward spot.
That's hacks. There's one right here that you can place. It's pretty nice.
Oh yeah. But they need one like up here on the very top of these cliffs that gives vision over the trees. Illusion. I don't know if such a ward spot exists. Maybe Empire will go experimenting after this game. But well, this game drags on, and we look at Cloud9, they're just stalling, and this is stalling with good reason. They can get a refresher on this Magnus pretty soon.
Both teams have decent like split push, I'd say. Lycan is one of the best split pushes in the game, and C9 just has very high mobility with the Storm, with the Visage Familiars, and the Relocate. So, I mean, as it stands right now, I still say it's slightly Empire's favor just because they have the gold advantage as well as a huge Roshan advantage. Maybe with the cheese and the Aegis they can force something, but they need to be able to push out the lanes. And there's a Scythe pickup on the Puck, but he won't have buyback for quite some time.
Yeah, so they want to be a bit careful. They may wait for this next... they're not going to try to push high ground, but they may look for pickoffs before Roshan, but they do need to be a bit careful. They're continually just trying to farm these Familiars. Oh, bit of miss micro from AUI. He did not see those Familiars under attack, and it's so hard to keep your Familiars alive against the way AUI plays.
Like this, yes.
Yeah, he's always pushing with them, and occasionally you're going to lose Familiars, but I think it's worth losing the Familiars to pressure the lanes, farm your jungle. Sure, you're giving away gold, but the gold you're gaining and the pressure you're applying is probably worth it.
I think it's definitely worth it, because C9 were in a really crippled position post Envy buyback.
So it's one of those things where often you criticize a Visage player for feeding too many Familiars, but I don't think you can criticize what's happened with AUI. Sure, he's fed probably a good 1,000 plus gold with them, but you're against Blink.
You haven't lost the game.
Batrider. Yeah, you're in this game.
That's the important part.
If it wasn't for these Familiars, like how aggressive he's been with them, I think they would have lost this game almost.
Or lost the racks.
Yeah. Well, Empire in a good position. They've got 5 bottom, and none of these other lanes are really pushing in. The top lane is
This
in a
is
great
the moment
position.
they've been waiting for.
Yeah, they can breach high ground, and they're not going to look to just go for a straight-up push. I imagine we'll look for Puck to engage and go for a kill, more than just have everyone start right-clicking.
They need to find the Magnus. Magnus actually went for a Lincoln Sphere over the Refresher.
They need to glyph this, but the howl damage there, their tower's just melting. They popped the glyph, but that got down so low, so fast.
This tower's dead.
Oh, there's going to be a blink engagement. They've caught out one. It's going to be Sing Sing. He can't even cast a spell. He gets burst down. Is there a buyback from Sing? He does. Yes, there is. Just enough gold for that.
He needs to buy back Mal.
Yeah, these Raxes being focused. They're going to see. Oh, Mag actually went for a Lincoln Sphere instead of.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh
why
my
would he do that? He needs to double RP.
They lose
I think.
Raxes.
For free, pretty much. That was without the Aegis, so Empire can just wait for the Aegis cheese and then just push again. And what really does C9 have? They have a Lincolns, but that's not enough.
Empire finally found the opening where they didn't have to defend top, defend mid, and
It just becomes infinitely easier once you have the one set
Yes.
of racks down, too.
those openings are going to present themselves even more often now.
Looks like they're going for a long shot, though. Looks like Io and Storm Spirit are headed off to the top lane, but I don't think they can rat their way to victory.
No.
Not with
Not
this
with
lineup.
Storm. Storm,
Yeah.
not really your traditional or.
If it were a tiny, yes, but not a Storm. He can't do enough damage to towers. He's actually
Storm's-
very poor at tower
Storm
damage.
just hovering around mid lane, maybe looking for something like a Courier, or I don't think he can really kill too many of these heroes on his own. Maybe a Rubik, but most of these heroes are really tanky. He also knows Roshan coming up soon, but oh, Resolution, they're going to lose the Wisp here. It looks like Pilot and all sorts of trouble. Envy's still there if he gets hexed. Coming soon. There's an Invis coming out. Have they got detection? Surely they do. There's a gem on the Bat Rider, and Envy may just go down. Blink, silence, the Hex is there if they need it. He's going to BKB.
Oh,
No
he used
TP
all his
though.
mana. Oh,
He's got no TP anyway.
Ruh-roh.
That's a dead Eternal Envy, and with that, Empire in a great position to close out this game potentially here. Storm does a buyback though, so
He didn't. He bought back before this death, so this one's an extended timer.
Ooh, okay.
Slightly, but
Yeah.
I mean they can just push right now.
Dyer's
And
courier has
I think they
been
just pushed up.
slain.
Dire lost.
Dyer's top tower is
That's
under
unfortunate.
attack.
I think Visage maybe sniped it at mid with the Familiars in his hero, but well, yeah.
without, I mean, maybe when Wisp is up, they can relocate and try and push top. But at the same, the creep boy is gonna die, I think, before
Yeah.
he's even up. That's very unfortunate.
And who do you actually
Dyer's
relocate
middle
with, like the
tower is
Marana
under
maybe, or?
attack.
I'm not at all.
Radiant's
This is
top
where I think the
tower
draft
is
comes into
under
play
attack.
because I thought that they would just pick a lifestealer or something like that. But I mean, with a Storm, it's nice to have farm on him, but you can only do so much against the Empire's lineup. They have so much better control in team fights. All C9 really has is RP.
Well, at this point, Empire aren't even trying to push while the Storm is down. They're going to go for the Roshan. Aegis as well as Cheese this time around. And I imagine we look at Lycan, probably just selling his medallion, picking up the Aegis for his team, give the Cheese or something to Resolution. Maybe even Resolution takes Aegis.
I'm not really
lot
sure why Rubik's going for a Scepter here.
Roshan
Because
has
he
fallen
can only
to the
steal one
Dire.
Scepter ultimate, and that's a Visage.
Well, it gives a very short cooldown on the, I guess.
Yeah, I suppose so.
It means you can steal like a Marana spell, and then you don't have to worry about the spell still being on cooldown when the RP's cast.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still, I definitely agree. Like, you're not looking at stealing any good Aghanim's
He should just be looking to steal RP. Like, that's
Yeah.
the main thing he should be trying to do. Well, with the Aegis
RP
and
hasn't been
Cheese-
cast in a long time. Like, that last push, we didn't see any RP. Magnus has just held off. He's going to go for a
Radiant's
smoke.
middle tower is
He wants to
under
flank him
attack.
from behind. Catch him a bit by surprise. Oh, there's a Storm Zip in. Where's this Mag? He needs a blink RP. He's going to get stunned immediately. Lifted up the... Oh, he gets an RP in the end. Isn't stolen. Looks like Vayne's got it. He's got the RP. He's going to go in. He pops it. A lot of C9 heroes hitting the deck here. They've already lost the Magnus. Storm taking a lot of damage. He zipped back in after buying back. He'll go down for a second time in a row. And GG
Why did he
is
not
called.
BKB the first initiate?
Oh, I
That
don't
was...
know.
They played really well after that 3-man kill from him on top, from Sing Sing on top. But with their lineup, they lost a Roshan fight. They don't have enough late game to try and drag it on. And I think they tried to be too ratty with a non-rat lineup.
At the same, like, there was no other option for them, I guess.
Yes, that's true. But like,
think they were
if
almost
your
out of
only
it at that
game
point.
plan, like they have to have a significant lead 20 minutes going to the game, and they have to try and prevent Roshan. If that doesn't work out, they don't have another game plan.
They started off so well. Like, it was such a weird thing seeing an offlane Storm get that much out of the lane and like come into the game just like with all that farm, all that. I mean, he looked like it was going to be high impact, but ultimately Empire just shut him down once we got to the Roshan. That one Roshan fight, like you say, that lost them the game.
I also think that Empire had a really good 5-man lineup to work with, because if they don't have a 5-man lineup, then that means they have to split up and farm, and Cloud9 has a really good lineup for dissecting split farming.
All right,
But
that does it. Empire still undefeated in Starladder Europe. We'll take
Looking good.
take a look at where the standings are. These won't be updated just yet as the match just ended, but Empire now going to be 4-0. Na'Vi, they're going to be... I don't know if their win's been added yet, but they may be 5-1, so they're actually looking pretty good despite their previous loss to Empire. But that does it for our third matchup today. We've got another match coming up next. It's going to be Fnatic versus Rock's Kiss, so two of the teams who are kind of, at times, have been a T1 European teams that both are in a bit of a struggle right now. So
Strug City.
It'll be interesting to see what happens. Guys, stay tuned. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Fnatic versus Rock's Kiss will be live.